Alright, what is going on, guys? GreyShamrock here. Today we are back on Black Ops 2 with, as you can see from the title, Why You Shouldn't Rage Quit. First off, this is not me. I am filming right now. You're going to see me come in later on throughout this round, and I'm not being arrogant. I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything. It may sound that way, but this team in particular did not do so hot. This is the team I will be joining. And instead of rage quitting like I would probably do if I really didn't like this map or feel a bit more confident, if it was early morning and I knew I wasn't gonna do hot, then I probably would have rage quit. But in this case, the team wasn't bad at all. They all came back along with me, going 57-13. Spoiler alert. And we did a hell of a job as soon as, once again, I sound like an arrogant asshole here, but as soon as I joined and we started pushing up, then we really did pretty good. And I believe I'm going to join here in a couple seconds, and you're going to see us actually break the spawn trap a bit, and they start spawning on B, so we all push up on B, cap that. I believe we keep A for a little bit, and we get our points from there, and next round starts, and we start even stronger than last round, and it was kind of a struggle throughout the whole entire second round, let alone the first one. A lot of disappointment throughout the second round. I would be just on the line of getting it almost a full circle, and last millisecond I die. But in this particular team, they would all kind of collaborate, all work together, and none of them rage quit here. So I can really say that this team was pretty good. It wasn't just a bunch of randoms. The team we were facing, the guys that are spawn trapping them right now, they were kind of, I wouldn't say they were a collaborative team. They weren't communicating as far as I know, but definitely were. They definitely knew what they were doing, and they definitely knew how to spawn trap and all this stuff. So we're gonna switch over to me here, and if I don't, come on, get rid of that little bar at the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna be playing with the MSMC with Ghost Camo. I really like this camo, and I believe they give it all to all players on the PC. Don't know about anything else, but I'm absolutely going to stomp right after this. You're really not gonna see too impressive. Right here, I died. Really not impressive. Second time here, I'm going to go around the garage, and you are going to see me pick up a Scorpion and really kind of hand it to them and pick this guy off. And this is where we cap B for the first time in the whole entire game. Even though there was no communication, they still knew to push up and help cap B. Luckily that guy was right next to me with a flashbang, otherwise I probably wouldn't have survived this. I knock off this guy, kill his friend here with the little fail knife, and I get my war machine, and a minute here, I'm going to kill this guy and get my war machine, so that way I can actually really defend B from a distance, and instead of just chucking Semtex, hopefully I do something. I unlock my war machine, and funny thing here, I don't know how to switch over to a counter UAV, so until I finish up that war machine, I can't call in a counter UAV, which will get me killed, because I don't like how it doesn't stack. But anyway, we are just in the midst of catching up to them, about 18 points behind. Almost at 8, but no, my math is correct. 18 points behind, and we're going to keep B for almost the rest of this round, and I believe we're going to lose it once or twice next round. But overall, we did a hell of a job. I think we definitely came back by far, 57-13 compared to some of these guys where they were going 33-26 on the other team. But definitely a great game, and this is definitely why you shouldn't rage quit. And this is the part where I'm going to, because this is like a 6-minute video, so might as well make my points very long. But the reason why you shouldn't rage quit, the reason why you should always stick to the game, is because this team right here, like I said before, they were not a bunch of scrubs. Though they weren't MLG pros either, they weren't all scrubs and helpless and worthless. They really did help out the entire team. One man can't always carry the team, and this is one of the bad things about Call of Duty. It's really hard to carry your own team, even if you are Optic Scumpy or Optic Hex or Nade and Gears of War or whatever. It's very hard to carry your team in any game, really. So my advice for, like, see 82 and 85, catching up to them real fast, and whatever my KD is there. My tips to you for how to not rage quit and how to make the best of everything, as you could say, is, by the way, before this round started in the intermission, I told them 2 people stay on C and the rest rush B, and it really did work. If they weren't chucking Semtex, I may have gotten B myself, but yeah, my tip to you guys, and you may have already heard this from other pros, is try and collab with your team. Try, even if they're randoms, even if they're scrubs, even if they don't have mics. Like, none of us here had mics except for me. I have an Astro, but for the most part, no one here, as far as I knew, had a mic. And even whenever there was no communication, we still came back. Now, for PC gamers, it's a bit easier. You can just type in chat like I did. But for you guys on consoles, and I know where you guys are coming from, I really suck at console. Go check out my old gameplay. And I really sucked at console. Absolutely sucked. Even with communication, I really was always on the last 3 of the leaderboard on my team. But always try and collaborate with your team, even if they're not talking back to you. Just talk to them. It's a one-way kind of radio here. Signal like signal in like a radio station or something. But if they kill you on A flag, then tell them there's 3 in the gardens head glitching on the car, or tell them there's a guy on B, so blow up the car, something along those lines, so that way they have some sort of outline. You don't have to give them the full silhouette, just give them the outline, let them trace that, if that makes sense. In this case, with this team, I maybe typed a couple sentences, that was it. No one else talked, no one else, well actually there was one guy that said hop on B, but really no one else was actually talking or communicating for that matter. And my second tip is really try and hold them off. Many people will look at the leaderboard, and although I really like Black Ops 2's leaderboard, it really tells how the team went. It really doesn't speak the truth for some people that are a bit more elaborate. Some people may actually cap the objective, some people may rush B and get on the offensive and actually hold them off while the 2 grinders were actually on B. That's what I was doing from time to time here. That's what I will do in some games, and the reason why, like, I think it was 3 games before this one, I was playing on Yemen, and I went like 33-12, but I had no captures. Like 7 defends, but that was it. The 7 defends, that means that you were actually working on the objective. If you have neither, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not doing anything for the team. It may just mean that that you're covering your team while they cap the objectives, though you should probably hop on the spawn flags from time to time. But yeah, try and be a bit more elaborate is what I'm trying to say here. And even if the team doesn't look too good, try and make the best of it. Try to be as blind as possible. Damn, that's a bad collateral to watch right there. But if you are kind of a bit more blind to your team, you kind of have higher expectations. If you just saw that they were garbage at the very beginning, or the best at the very beginning, that's probably the limit they're going to go. But if you're blind to them and you're really not paying attention, maybe they're just having a rough start, for example, like this team did, then you're probably going to do a bit better. If you understand that there could be some rough starts and these guys are not that worthless, these guys are not that bad, you probably will be able to put it in your mind that maybe these guys will actually come back like they did in here. The sentry was kind of the downfall of B if we were not smart enough to go on the right. If they locked it down like they did here, then I think we couldn't have got to B. But yeah, it was definitely a very elaborate game. Damn, this is a long game. I think it goes on to 9.5. I'll probably edit that down. But anyway, my third and final tip to you guys, and I'm kind of rambling on with the second one, so second one, if you didn't get the gist of it, not gist, J-I-S-T. If you don't get the gist of it, just know this. Make the best of your team and try and be as blind as possible. If that guy's going 2 and 55, I don't care, 2 and 1,000 for example, and he has 55 defends and 100 captures for example, of course that's way out of anyone's mind, that it's impossible to die 1,000 times in one game, but unless you're super bad. But that was just an example. If you are going that bad, 5 and 5,000 for example, and you have all those captures, all those defends, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad player, but it just means that you are playing, that you're PTFOing in other words, and you're really trying to benefit the team. So keep that in mind. They're not all bad. Don't base them off their KD. Don't base them off their score per minute, because you never know, they could just be a bunch of drones at the very least to help you cap an objective. Anyway, we're wrapping up on this gameplay. My third and final one is strong and minimum score streaks. I did a video on 2 videos ago I think, and it's about my score streak recommendation. If this team, if you know you're not going to win, you're in the lobby getting ready, set it to counter UAV, and throw a bunch of EMP grenades, and you'll do fine, because it's really easy to get, and it really benefits the team. So, I hope this helped you guys. I hope this kind of shed some light on why you shouldn't rage quit. Look at that. Man, I'm proud of that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and leave a like. It really helps me out, and maybe subscribe. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'm out of here.